So, Seema, you rush over to Tala, cast Revivify, restoring Tala to 1 HP. You
I
rush
rush
over
over
to
to
Danaway.
And I shout for Nevi.
Nevi is fucking there.
I also go.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And she's like reaches her like alchemist satchel and taps the needle. Steadies her own shaking hands. Do. Time to roll for that 3d6 plus 2. 14. Not bad.
Almost half.
Does Owen come over here as well, or?
Oh no, he also rushes.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to keep it. Is that for Tala?
No, that's for me.
Alright, Tala doesn't have second wind anymore. That's right.
I will cast Cure Wounds on Tala. Which is... I'm just gonna click it so that... Yeah, I'm gonna just hit it level 1.
Evelyn does come up to you, Dima, and asks if you could revivify again.
I can do that.
Then she asks... I should probably stand up for roleplay.
That's a really good Cure Wounds.
That is really good Cure Wounds.
Damn son.
Tala's at 13 of 19. Score. Can you deliver your blessing to... And she looks over at where Glaz's body is. To one of ours. Please.
My internet is...
The gods do not favor your connection speed.
No, they do not, but...
They have stalled for 1 minute. He is gone.
Yeah, I go over to him. And... Well, where did my character sheet disappear to?
Don't forget the diamonds, too.
Does cost diamonds, but I remember specifically giving you guys diamonds for this exact purpose.
I'm sorry, I was looking at my sheet to see if I have stuff about diamonds, because I am notorious for having a real bad sheet. But I do the thing again.
Yeah, we have 4 of them, so 2 now.
Yep.
Henri has 2 more on
out of
her.
level 3 spells.
Henri will comp back one of the diamonds. She has 2 more on her. Well, you get 1 more diamond right now.
Oof. My spell slots are looking rough.
I think that goes for everything and everyone.
I would just take his hand. Oh, thank the gods. Gods be watching. He Glaz sees you, Seema. And he holds out a hand. Save me again.
Karim smiles upon you.
No, he smiles on you. You just have the grace to grant mercy for me.
Give him a nod.
Henri helps sit him up. Gods above, come. Quit your whining. The pain means you're alive. When the obelisk broke, this also happened simultaneously. When the obelisk broke, the netting, the webbing that was holding you guys sort of captive here also went away. And you have your 3 civilians come on over. Andreas is just sort of goes over to the chief of staff's butchered up body, holding his arm, just sort of gazing at it in awe. Reggie, on the other hand, comes over. Halfling man he is. That was something. God. You guys alright?
We have managed for today. If we're going to check in, we better be quick. There is still tons of creatures upstairs that no doubt hurt us.
Yeah, this town is, swarming. But it looks like some of you just came back from the dead. Yeah, you want to wait a bit, you want to get going. Also, where are we heading? This is where Crash takes you back to the map. Hee.
I would like to, maybe rest for a short while.
A short rest, one might say.
A rest that is of the short length.
Because I want to recover some of my hit dice.
That's fair. It's up to you guys as a group.
I wouldn't mind.
How fast if we... Well, here's the thing. Are we gonna just, dip back out to the Logger's Burrow? Or are we gonna try going deeper? Because if we could go to Logger's Burrow... Or Burrow! Damn it, I did it! We could just dip out real fast and then take a break out there.
Bureau.
I know, that's why I said it so slow the first time.
I decided that's so amusing.
Yeah.
a bureau with a bunch of lumberjack people with wearing flannel and ties.
Laugh it up,
So
ya schmuck.
So yeah, it's up to you guys entirely. Reggie will take. He's alright. He's fine. And he didn't really have a problem being infested in the place. Not gonna lie. So
19 plus 10, 29. Yeah, I'm full. I think we've all kind of agreed that.
I mean, yeah. I think you've all agreed that you take a. Ring. Ooh.
Getting some criticals. Oh, how many dice did I roll? 5, 6. So I used all my ranger ones.
Almost full.
It's a short rest, so Nevi can restock her potions. She's gonna ditch a concussion bomb to make room for potions, which I don't think is very unfair, logic. Spend one of her own hit dice. She's topped off. Tyler's gonna spend one of her hit dice to top herself off. That's exactly what you needed, so good for her. Dana's gonna drop 2 hit dice. Okay, maybe not. 25. Yeah, one more. She's topped off. Henri's gonna drop some hit dice. 1.
Perfect. I just exactly topped myself off.
And I think that Owen is in dire need of some hit dice.
He's gonna spend 1. Hit dice for Bard. Yeah, that didn't help.
Spend 2.
Hit dice for Sorcerer. Hey!
It doubled it with
He's
the lower dice.
good. He's out of hit dice. This is Vermeera. Yeah, topped off.
During the short rest, I'll put my forehead against Anna's, give her a kiss, and then tell her I love her.
She's immensely exhausted, as you can tell. But she gets this warm smile as you guys kiss each other. And remarks back, I love you too. You feel her grip on you tighten. Sort of using it as a sort of anchor point to life, one might say.
Seeing this, I lean over, put my forehead to Tala's. Except I kind of headbutt her.
She's like really confused.
Told you to leave.
She headbutts you. I'm just gonna roll a d20 plus her strength.
Break his nose. Break his nose. Break his nose.
Oh, the story works too perfectly.
Is he raging now?
You can't make this stuff up. Tyler, that's 4 nat 20s and 0. And you take... I guess just for strength, huh? You take 2 points of damage. As she headbutts you. It's not like I had much of a choice. She shouts back at you.
I just let it be. Kind of smirk a little, tussle her hair.
She looks away from you. Annoyedly.
Could I...
Alright, so...
Oh, wait, did I mute myself? No, I didn't.
No, Reggie's just interrupting you.
Oh, thanks, Reggie.
Yeah, it's good. Got more talking stuff. Can we... Silence.
Let's get moving.
How shook... Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how shook up does Nebby look?
It's weird. She's more accustomed to death than the horrors of things. Never was die all the time.
Yeah.
She is latched onto Owen, though.
Before we move anywhere, I think it's safe to assume that pushing further is going to mean more danger, and seeing the result of this engagement, I feel that we should evacuate some of our wounded.
And the civilians.
I mean, I'd be okay with that, definitely. Andreas remarks. I'm not good for this. And he gestures to the corpse of the chief of staff. It's up to you guys.
Retreating for now could give us time to recuperate, restore.
Retreating for now can give him more time to plan.
Can't exactly
There's
push
no-
forward.
There's no fucking way that Overmind doesn't know.
If his lieutenant has already set an ambush for us, I don't see...
If we continue down the path we
We'd be
intended-
walking into a trap regardless, I think.
Precisely.
Well, that's a matter. Do we walk into a trap closer into the heart of the city, or do we just start running into traps at the very edge and still have to get to the heart?
It seems we have a major decision, and I would not hold it against any of you if you decide to go back.
If I might offer a suggestion.
Hmm.
Evelyn holds up like her hand, which has like this ring on it. I can offer an expedient way back for the wounded, the infected, and the civilians. We don't need to leave ourselves.
It's certainly an option.
What would that entail?
There's a teleportation circle set up at the forward base, the perimeter. I make one here, a temporary one. Those that need to take it, go back.
What'd you say?
This seems like the worst place to make one.
The teleportation circle won't last. Will last some moments.
Oh, does it feel like the... This is out again. Does it feel like the, like, magical presence of this place that was so weird is faded now?
Watch roll Arcana to find out.
Well, that's Not exactly my strong suit.
Well, that's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can't tell.
We were sucked in here by some sort of teleportation. I would hate to see it just lead us right back here.
I mean, I could always ritually detect magic and see if the same kind of stuff is going on that was going on earlier.
Earlier was an illusion, was it not?
Mm-hmm. And then, what was the magic that I was detecting in the school? Crap. Christopher.
We cannot hear you.
Oh no, he did.
Well, he figures that out. If we just push onto this bridge, we would be safe, yes?
I agree. We should at least try getting away from this area in case there's still some power here that could manipulate that. Not that I think it's likely, but I also didn't think it's likely that we'd be thrown into the sky and fall into water.
I wouldn't mind that, Marshall. But I do still feel strongly that we should evacuate. Those not equipped to continue.
I agree with Aldrich.
I agree as well. No one should be forced into their own death against it.
Oh. Okay, so out of game. We want to use the teleportation circle, get out the wounded and civilians.
Yeah. Consolidate the resources we have at our disposal.
Right.
Effectively seeing if we can't get mantles on each of our importants.
If she uses that, that means we have to go out the long way.
That is true.
Unless we can find a way for her to recuperate.
I think she's using an item as a thing.
No, I think she had the spell prepared.
I could be entirely wrong.
Tough to stay in a city overnight.
I mean, we have access to individuals that can allow us to stay overnight. And if we're ditching the mooks and we just keep the important people, then it's a better chance that if we say, hey, just don't mention it, then we could have them involved in there and not have to worry about them getting infected. If we have the mooks around, then there's kind of like a possibility that the underlings are like, oh, hey, we bumped into mysterious people that had an air mister filled with cure stuff. Ugh.
We could, in theory, also, now that we've killed this general, retreat, all of us, recuperate whatever we can and then head back in.
Could do that, but then we're still no better than we were off in the first place, except for a little bit of information.
This is true.
Our goal was information gathering, but
We also have a safe house that we...
at least one, and it's not that far away. It's far
Do we know
enough.
the general vicinity in which the safe house would be?
I
Yes,
believe he
over
told us
here,
where one of them is.
residential. Yeah,
Okay.
this one, this red mark in the market.
Yeah. Okay, maybe it's further than I thought.
Well, then it could be worthwhile, as you suggest, to make our way there.
Okay.
And then decide on a future plan. Evac first, find safe house, then decide. That's my vote.
Oh, he returns.
I agree with that notion.
My router literally went down.
Oh,
That
that's
sucks.
a new one.
It fixed itself. We don't know what happened.
Remotes crashed down.
Sometimes a computer just gotta take a nap for a second.
Not the computer, the router.
Right, so are we agreed in the plan, though?
What'd you guys end up deciding?
Push onto the
I think
bridge,
so.
teleport the non-combatives out,
Which bridge?
Push over to this known safe house.
This bridge over here, to the left of the Shellbridge Cradle. Yeah.
It's not a known. It's not a known safe house. It's a roughly. There should be someone here safe house.
Yeah,
And we
but
have
the
markings
only
that
one we
can
know that we have a general vicinity of.
All right. I'm reopening a shit ton of crap.
How many mantles do we have, by the way?
That's a very good question.
Let's open up the infection details.
And we have a
I
very good
will
answer.
cast Mend on any broken one and then hand it to someone who can hopefully, over time, later on, perhaps recharge them.
Aldrich has this, Seema has this, Owen, Danaway somehow, Nevi, Mira, Janik, Virtus, and Gwaz.
Wow. He died, but his thing's still okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if he actually was left to die, you guys could actually scavenge the shit
I
out
have
of
a
his mantle.
question.
What's up?
Since after revivifying Tala, is she still showing signs of infection?
She is.
Okay. I was just curious.
Death does not stop the infection.
Yeah, I was just wondering.
So I will be evacuating Owen, whether he likes it or not. So that's one mantle that we can redistribute.
He sort of gripes about it, but he accepts it after.
After a good old knuckle to the ear.
Yeah, after like, fuck it. Nevi does point out that Chenemir did spend a lot of effort to keep you alive. So it feels a bit rude to stay and still force that.
I would argue as well that it's a fair trade. Chedemir risked a lot and did save his life numerous times. It's offering his place and his mantle in return. It's a fair trade. And I will play it off as that. In my book, that's the only reason. Whether he believes that or not is up to him.
He looks at Nevi. You'll tell me about it later, right? Of course.
You could, if you wanted to, go back as with him as well.
But then I believe in you guys. And then you'd be losing, and she taps like her satchel. All this.
I like it, Chidamir.
Hmm?
I like having her around.
I'll
I
go.
do too.
I'll go. But at least keep her around. I want to hear about this from. Well,
All of us.
But you don't think
Yeah.
we're good storytellers?
I want you all to come back alive.
I think Chadmere looks notably concerned, but still, she's accepting of the situation.
I hand Owen my sleep scroll.
What's this for?
You never know if it can come in handy.
All right. I'll hang on to it.
Besides, it'll do you good to study new magic.
He opens the scroll. I don't even know where to begin with this.
I mean, probably the first line? Probably?
Yeah, you can.
Ah ha ha.
Right there. Besides, now this gives you plenty of time to write a story about how awesome that was.
Yeah, I guess. All right, fine. I'll go. Just all of you stay safe, all right?
Owen, your first real combat is beyond the magnitude of mine by any comparison I can conceivably think of. Even relying on everyone here to survive it, you did survive it. That is a good foundation for you to stand on going forward. I hope you understand this.
He nods slowly, but he doesn't meet you in the eye when he does so. He doesn't say anything. He seems lost in thought.
Yeah. Something for later in my mind, so I'll leave him be.
Same for him.
It also now occurs to me that I have the blackout blitz, but I kind of didn't want to use it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Understandable.
That fuck you magic user item.
Yeah. I was hoping on not needing it until the big bad.
Yeah, one would argue that this person was big and bad. So
I mean,
True.
There go the joke I made just before he showed up.
you're welcome. So you guys begin after your short rest, patching up wounds, checking your gear. Begin going down leftward of the route that cars through the Showbridge Cradle.
Oh yeah, as she's doing like the teleportation signal, I would just stand like next to Tala, and right before it launches, I would just push her into it.
Could I assist by like having a foot out to make sure that she trips into it? Just to make sure she has
Marshall, roll me your deception
deception.
as you try to nonchalantly go next to Tala. As I roll her insight. Well, it'll be hard pressed to lose to it,
I believe
but
in
it
the
might
rest
happen.
of- She has no idea.
So subtle.
Man, Marshall is like a changeling or something.
Won't make a con man out of you yet.
Yeah, no, you don't need a help, Cheddar. You don't need a help. You still hold out a foot, so it makes the process easier, but you figure that he was so smooth about it that he could have gotten away. So, as Evelyn tells all the people that are, just all of you to stand by, and for the people that are going in to be ready to go in, she holds out the ring and it sort of begins glowing, and then, as if from nowhere, this sort of glowing magic chakra, so to speak, just begins carving. It's like a transmutation circle from Aquas, the sort of intricate and immensely detailed summoning circle, or in this case, teleportation circle. Eventually, this sort of low hum becomes a sort of relatively loud, just larger hum, and all of it becomes brighter. And then she just simply looks at the party and says, "Now." Yes?
While she's doing all this, I'll do like a little perimeter sweep, just to make sure.
Roll your perception. Perception. Ooh! Ooh!
You see, Aiden, he was just strolling on by.
Ooh. You do see from the interior, because you guys went left, from the mentally destitute ward, the one that Marshall left, monstrous, abominable, quote-unquote, faces looking at you from behind the windows. Not out of some sort of ambush or anything, but just curiosity.
I'll drop a message to not Evelyn because she's doing the spell, but to Henri and to Seema, because they're the ones not preoccupied, and reiterating what I've seen.
I like look and give him a nod.
If they're willing to stay put there, they're no different than any other creatures in this town. Who knows? Maybe we'll come back to cure them whenever we finish all this. So, who are you guys sending out? Obviously, Owen.
Owen's established, so that's one mantle up.
Tala is extra established.
She doesn't have a mantle, so you're fine there. She does have some cure, though.
She's gonna need it.
This is fair.
Owen's cures, he doesn't need.
So you abscond with that.
Yep.
Alright, so let me open up the thing. So, I'm just going to put a bowl through Owen, because he's not around anymore, unitalicize him. He has 4. Now to 0. Who gets what? Or who's getting it? Or do you guys just put 1 for everyone?
Sure.
That sounds like a system.
Works.
Yeah, I
5
got two.
for Aldrich, 3 for Chetamir, 3 for Marshall, 5 for Seema. Do you leave Talo over cures, I'm assuming then?
Yeah, it'd be hard to push her.
Hard to steal it back.
Hey, can I
Yeah.
borrow those for a minute? Why?
Well, that's good, because then whenever she gets back, she can just cure herself real quick.
As well as cure the 3 people you're sending her back with.
Yeah. So there we go.
Wait, no, you're not sending Reggie back.
No.
Alright, so, yeah, she'll have 1 spare. Henri
So,
is technically
not very-
immunized. Janik is fine. Venig is mantleless, as is Nevin.
Should
And
we-
Evelyn.
So, since we just don't have enough mantles, should we send the guys that don't have mantles back? Or should
It's
we...
up to you.
I would give them a choice.
I would say Virtus can go back to Warden, everyone.
Virtus has a mantle, though.
He can give me that. And
They're
go
not
back
glued to him.
Great. It's up to you guys. Or if you guys want to really leave it to them, I can decide.
I mean, I think that seems like a valid thing. Like, is it
Like
like, does
Glass.
Glass want to go since he, like, just fucking died?
like he's earned it.
You put your time in today, go get your punch card.
Glass has the 2 quirks of fanatical but professional. So if they tell him to go back, he will go back. He will follow orders.
But he's not going to want to go back just because he got killed.
Yeah.
No, why
His
would
death
it?
is irrelevant to him.
Yeah, no, then if he's doing fine, he should stay. He's in fighting order now.
If you guys leave it to them, Henri leaves it to Janik as just a seaweed. And then Janik just gives everyone a look over as his fellow non-captain seekers look at him. Virtus, sir?
Sorry.
What's up?
My first question is, how many mantles are we down, party-wise?
One.
Marshall and Chetamir, Owen's going away, Tala's going away. So, in technicality, it's either Chetamir or Marshall. One of you guys gets the mantle. And then only one person will be down.
I was getting one from Owen, wasn't I?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay,
Oh,
so you're the one taking
Yes.
it. So Marshall's the one down.
So Marshall could technically ask for a mantle from one of the Seekers and send them home.
Good.
Yeah, if they send Virtus home, I think that seems prudent.
Virtus, sir, your mantle. What? A mantle, sir? You're going back. But why? I volunteered to come up. It's not a matter of your volunteering, Virtus. It's a matter of your competency and your cool-headedness. That's an order, Virtus. He takes out the mantle. You want the cure too? If you don't mind. On italicize it. Henri does come up. There's nothing personal, Virtus. But we can't let emotions get in the way of this. Yeah, whatever. For your first mission, Virtus, one of your firsts, you're doing very well. But to be perfectly honest, I think this is much. Even for someone with your optimism. Whatever. He just goes next to the civilians.
I would grab him by his arm. Tries to leave. In a warrior shake. You did well.
He just sort of does like a non-commitment shake, walks away.
Go look after the others.
Oh, I forgot to mention it, Crash, but I would be putting my mantle back on after her combat.
Yeah, I figured. Nevin, you saw a mantle this year. So I am. Orders, sir. You've been eyeing that ward awful bit, haven't you? Yeah, well, he pulls out this long silver knife, which has barely a handguard, and it seems very optimal for stabbing. I got a friend in there who wouldn't mind. He sort of just idly sort of checks it up and down. Give me a parting word, too. Denied. Figured. Just use it. Am I heading back? We gotta move quick, Nevin. Hands the cures over. You find that over, mind you. Give him a nice shiner for me. Noted. So. Down 2 Seekers. Up 1 Mantle.
Clues.
That being said, Evelyn doesn't have a mantle, and she isn't gonna go, so it's up to you guys. That being said, you guys also just suddenly got 4 additional cures to spread around. So, yeah.
Give Marshals to her. Just have the one Virtus dropped to her.
Janik will give you 2 of the 4 cures as comp.
Let's hand it over. You mind put it to this mission then?
The mission's a mission. Adventure. Oh yeah. He says to the 2 departing Seekers, hand over your fucking arrows. They begin handing him over. And he poured in the storm. He gives it over to Venig. Oh, Venig doesn't have a mantle either. Oof.
Who did have a mantle on these guys?
Not a lot.
Janik and Glass.
Jack, Glass.
Did
Wait a minute.
Mantle? Did Evelyn's mantle break in the
Yeah.
lieutenant fight?
Yeah.
Oh.
But here's the thing, though. You guys can get a mantle back from Devlin. He doesn't need it. Or Delvit, rather. God, this guy's fucking...
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're fucking cripple boy.
Don't call him that.
He's a cripple.
Once you learn his backstory, he's actually the Kratos designated cripple boy.
Mm-hmm. It's not a pretty backstory.
It's not a pretty backstory at all. But you can get that back, so you can be up 1.
And give him like a pair of pants, because if I remember the end of the one shot, that's pretty much all he had.
Some might say he's battle hardened.
Did Andreas have a mantle?
No.
He didn't, right? Yeah, okay, I thought so. Mira, Nevi, Danway staying. I'm gonna try one thing. The DC is gonna be like fucking 20. I'm telling you that right now. I'm gonna see if Evelyn could re-imbue one of the broken ones with energy.
One of the ones I mended?
Yeah. Barely.
Hey, baby.
Ooh.
Okay, so with that, everyone has a mantle.
Any check you can walk away from.
everyone that's remaining has cures and mantles.
Is it possible that as I push Tola and take my bow back from
Yeah. Probably wouldn't be Irish, probably just had it tucked away like on the side there, over pack. Just her remarks as she gets teleported are, "You sound sucking." Evelyn just gives you a look. As do the rest of the Seekers.
she let her go then?
Sand sucking? What does that even...
From the sounds of it, you suck sand.
You're so creative and imaginative.
That's what the Seekers have me for.
I like this one.
So, you guys have the 2 Seeker Captains, 3 remaining Seekers. You're down Owen and Tala, and you're up
Mira?
1. Mira's still around.
Hmm.
Mira's not a Seeker.
But she has her mantle, yes, no?
She had her mantle.
Okay.
Did you roll for her to keep her mantle after the big bada boom?
I did. That's
Okay.
one of the things that prompted me to remember why she existed.
There you go. Just wanted to
So,
make
yeah.
sure. Alright.
So, yeah, you guys are good.
Stage 2.
So there's one thing I would like to do as we're moving, making our way through the cradle here,
Yes.
is that I would like to keep an eye out for... how should I phrase this? Ulrich isn't entirely sure what to look for, but I
Fair.
feel that he has some inkling of the kind of strange that he's expecting based off of, first of all, the ward that he escaped, and then this fight with... what did you call him again?
The Chief of Staff.
The Chief of Staff, yes. So he wants to keep an eye out for 2 things. Weird and potential clues.
Clues as to indicate the weird, or?
Yeah. One of the things is in his mind, we still don't know where we're going. So any sort of clue
Okay.
that could give me an indication of, maybe this way.
Okay, so like sort of just traces that.
Yes. Things of interest, things of note.
Yeah, get with Reggie.
I will say that before you guys depart the credit, there is still the administration building, a dining hall, and stuff like that. If you guys want to check that out as a group.
I would not mind. Administration building does sound like the kind of place where you would find
Valuable
stuff.
information.
Before we get into this, you guys all have your, with the exception of who knows everything about all of you. You guys all have your one shots that you guys have particular bits of information about your target. So does anyone want to share anything before we start hoarding information like a dragon?
I'd need a hot minute to think what my experience is.
Okay. Then, I will say for simplicity's sake, but as you guys are thinking, all of you make me an investigation check. No advantage or anything. Just straight investigation checks as you all collectively investigate the administration building. Let's see if anything shows up.
Let's see if we get all shit this time, because we got all good last time. Where the fuck is investigation?
That -1 investigation, so get 15 though.
Got better than me, and I have a +5. What up?
Ooh, I'm pretty good.
Pretty good.
So, all around solid-ish. Ish.
I guess.
Ish. I think our average is like 14, maybe 15.
I don't think so. Not at all.
I'm hopeful.
15 plus 10 plus
14 plus
It's
7.
like 13.8.
17 divided by 4. It's 14.
Hey!
Not 15.
I said 14 first.
Yeah, but then you start elevating it as if to
I said 14 or 15. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I'm being stupid. But 14.
So yeah, as you guys take this time to think about what you're gonna tell, what you don't tell. I don't know. As you guys dig into the administration building, the place it's first off, it's only one story, as opposed to the multi-storied wards that you all departed from. It's pretty barren and, how to say, the place is strung out. There's a bunch of shit on the ground, not actual shit, but papers and the like are just sort of cast aside. Tabletops have just been cleared away, and just stuff has been left to just sit and get dirty. So, not necessarily the most relevant of information, and some information is actually sort of by the element censored in a way. That being said, the place is also seemingly converted to a living area. And you end up coming into basically what it's like a living, and it's like putting an entire house in a sort of a conference room, a large conference room. I guess it's like a meeting room, auditorium, for corporate settings. I guess is probably the best way to put it. And it's like a house without walls. So there's like an area designated as like a bed area, a sleeping area. There's another place designated for like a cooking area. Stuff like that. And there's an area designated as like a sort of study. You guys sort of gleam over bed, kitchen stuff, which is, weird, but at the same time intriguing. You guys gleam past all this stuff and go to the study, where you find what you assume the chief of staff doing reports of his own. He has the assorted writing implements.
Do I recognize the handwriting?
You do not. No. This is not,
it's not
your... It's not your doctor, the real Dr. Visage, so to speak.
Gotcha.
No. There's a stack of papers which, just by the way they're weathered, are from some time ago. And as you guys read through this correspondence, it is a series of correspondence between the chief of staff and the respective heads of wards of your guys' assorted wards. One talking to caretaker Banio. One talking to headmistress Evetlina. One talking to Dr. Randolph, quote unquote. Stuff like that. Just a series of correspondence. And they all... How to put this? It's... I'm not going to use that as an example. But basically, it's a series of private conversations from them to him and back. But none of them are ever made aware of the other conversations' existences. So they're all very strictly private. So that's on one stack. On a adjacent nearby stack are a series of reports. And you see that he was actually in the middle of making a report. And you also note that he makes copies. He makes 1 and 2. Same wording, roughly the same spacing and handwriting, can never be perfect.
What, you don't do it in triplicates?
Not for this guy. And it is detailing you guys, essentially. This report that he was writing up details people of your description. It details a team of seekers. It details adventurers accompanying said seekers. And it details that they are kept nice and tucked away. For the time being. This report was never sent. Both copies are still there.
Does it mention in the report, like, why you put anyone in particular regions, or just, I picked these areas specifically?
It doesn't go into such. It doesn't go into the methodology, just the results.
Is there any reference in any of these reports to the situation being handled referenced early in my one shot?
It does make some mention of that. It mentions something along the lines of how to put this. It's been delegated to solve itself. If that makes sense.
Okay.
So this is how Mr. Hughes was getting on. Jenica and I found out he was taking people. They never came back.
He was trying to adopt some of the orphans as well.
Kept grabbing bodies from the morgue. I can't remember if in my one shot he ever mentioned like, oh, I want sickly people. I think it might have.
It made no mention of it.
Okay.
Just dead bodies.
Dead bodies. Yep.
Dead bodies.
How
Y'all
did he
know
send
Hmm.
If he
Oh,
was
can you?
the letter, must have been away. Maybe he had the bird?
Be like quiet for me.
Thanks.
He must have had the way he was sending them out.
I mean, if he lived within the city, he could probably get a courier.
I would say that these reports are recent. And
Cage?
recently, the town hasn't exactly been human.
Is there any, like, aviary?
Nope.
How long?
Any envelopes, anything of that sort?
There are envelopes.
Do
None
they look
marked.
at all touched?
There's like a stack of like ready to be delivered, like put in paper, deliver envelopes. They do look used, not necessarily like recycled or reused or anything, but yeah.
Put one in and seal it. Magic.
Nothing happened.
Alright, I'm at that.
I mean, honestly, it kind of
Seema,
beats my idea.
Could I ask that you look around and see if there's anything magical going on? I like Marshall's thinking here. If we can discern how these reports are sent, maybe we can figure out where to.
I can certainly do that.
Marshall's chest kind of puffs out. Chin comes up a little.
You're a magic user now.
What's a good idea?
Yes, it was.
It was a good foundation.
You ritual cast detect magic, Seema. Is there anything you guys want to do in particular during that time, or?
I want to take a look around, see if I can find any sort of mailbox, in lack of a better word for it.
You look around the administration building, and there is a mail room.
Like ingoing, outgoing.
No, unfortunately not.
I have one thing that I'm not sure. I'm just gonna describe it. Chedimir wants to basically like sit in his chair and use it as a perspective point to try and see if she can notice what in his mind would be important. Because if you sit at a desk routinely, you tend to put things that you want nearby or important to you.
Yeah, I get you.
Got
I
me?
get you.
If I was an evil
That's why I have
mastermind,
that's why I have a knife near me and a gun
Yeah.
and pens and a calculator and a lot of fucking napkins.
I also have a knife.
Oh yeah.
I just have a bottle of Jack Daniels. Anyways.
Roll me insight.
Insights. Finger emoji.
Yeah, that is the most fitting use for insight I think I've ever.
Honestly, yeah. And 2.
Agreed.
5.
Nothing that jumps out at you. It definitely follows your logic. Writing implements, sentimental quote unquote past correspondence, stuff like that.
But nothing of drastic importance.
Nothing jumps out at you now.
Hmm.
Try to talk to the shard.
Oh, Dominic?
Does he have like a bookshelf or something?
He has a series of bookshelves. They're not filled to the brim or anything.
Yeah. While I'm doing that, I open up books and read a few words. Lame. Throw it.
The classic, is this cool? Book? No. Discard.
Are there
Investigation
pictures?
stuff.
While this is going on, Danway and I are gonna skim through the mail room. Our logic will be, we'll use the same logic we would use if we were looking on information to blackmail a noble person.
Roll me investigation then. With advantage, because Danway's opening you. 18. You find assorted bits and of juicy detail about assorted staff members, but nothing necessarily related to the chief of the staff himself or of Aiden Hughes. Okay, put it like this. Nothing that isn't already known to you about Aiden Hughes. Lots of correspondence here from assorted non-Cradle people telling Cradle members, Cradle staff to not deal with such a weird person or a suspicious person.
Side note: are the drawers on his desk locked and/or trapped?
They are not locked, nor are they trapped.
All right. I'm guessing
know,
like her insight check would have probably went into those drawers as well.
There's like nothing else in there.
Okay. Never mind. Continue.
I'm not hunting you guys down for minute details. I'm honestly trying to be very general about this because you guys still have other shit to do after this.
So, did Dominic respond yet?
Nope.
I guess I just watched Seema finish.
Seema, you finished casting.
Stare at me while I do my work. I can't do it when you're watching.
I get performance anxiety. You eventually finish casting Detect Magic, Seema, and begin looking around the room. There isn't really anything magical in here beyond the just sort of magical nature of this place itself as being wicked. But you do see, as you're sort of looking around, he has a lot of memorabilia, a lot of paraphernalia of assorted just random objects. Some which are detailed in nearby papers or a plaque here and there. Thanks, like notions like, letters, remarks of thanks. But there are also some which are remarks of damnation, which I guess he found himself particularly prideful in. Stuff like that. And as you're sort of going through them, none of them really jumping out at you until you land on one. This little bell. So I'm gonna change the music. This is way I don't know why I decided this was good music.
A bit dramatic.
Yeah, just a bit. I have something also dramatic. Don't worry. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Which is weird, because I only opened one video, and it was not that. Interesting. Give me a moment. But yeah, as you are looking through, you stumble upon this one bell. Just a normal-looking bell. Not particularly large. It's not like a news crier's bell where they massive bring news. It's pretty well decorated. It's pretty ornate.
Jeeves, my morning coffee, if you don't mind.
It's more like that. It's more like a summons bell for like a servant. Hello, Sonia. Play this, or I will smite you. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you. But yeah, that's the only thing of note that you come across. Little bell.
Wait, what type of magic was it, did you say?
I didn't say what type of magic it was.
Okay.
That's a good thing.
Because I know the type of magic that I'm looking for.
I need to check some. I need to check one spot specific to see how it is. It is evocation, conjuration, and transmutation.
Ooh. Okay. So this is a very magic bell, y'all. I tell them that.
You say this as Danaway and Aldrich are re-entering the room after having finished their sweep of the mailroom. All the Seekers are here too. All you guys are sort of just doing most. Like, 2 of the Seekers are doing something akin to March, where they grab a random book, page through it, decide it's not worth it, and just chuck it over their shoulder.